yesterday from Come By. Oh. So delicious. Maybe my favorite one I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. People are in a really good mood here. And I also feel that people are so willing to interact and help out and communicate on the street. It feels like a very happy place to be. A place where the community is. I've seen some pieces. Not this year. Not this year. Would you like me to? Do you like this singer?
Not really.
I had a fruit tea yesterday from Come By. Oh. So delicious. Maybe my favorite one I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah. It's just vibrant, and people here are very, very kind. I don't know, people are in a really good mood here, and I also feel that people are so willing to interact and help out and communicate on the street. It feels like a very happy place to be, a place where the community is just willing to interact. It's nice.
就是他觉得他在来到台湾，他遇到的粉丝们啊，他们都好像是大家心情都很好，然后都非常的主动会去找他讲话。那他就是整个来到台湾，整个让他的心情都是愉悦的。
他点那个水果茶的时候啊，他就是正常的点吗？还是有没有人教他要点一些比较台湾道地的点法？
Well, I was with my friend who ordered it for me, but I will just say, circling back to the last question, the gentleman who prepared the drink, I asked for half sweet. And when I went to pick up the drink, I said, oh, okay, so one is half sweet, one is regular. And he said, oh no, I didn't do half sweet. And he remade the drink. And I think that that says something because he could have just given me the drink. He could have just given me the drink, but he happily remade it. Happily.
他那时候去点茶的时候，他是跟他的朋友一起，而且他朋友是有帮忙的。但是他那时候点他的茶，他平常都是点半糖。那他拿到饮料的时候，发现两个没有，都是全糖的。那他跟做饮料的先生说，饮料先生非常就很谦虚，就是拿回去帮他重新做一杯。他觉得讲到可以就是衍生到他对台湾的印象。而且我们不用给小费。
Yeah, it's crazy. So different. No, that's so different. Actually, the last time I was here, they told me I didn't have to tip, but it just felt funny, so I still left to tip at the restaurant, and the waitress chased me down the street. Left the restaurant and chased me down the street, gave me the money back.
老师有关心那个歌手这个节目吗？因为他之前有说魏如萱唱的还不错，不过他最近一集被淘汰，还有关心吗？
I really, really liked her. Her first performance, which started the show, was the first performance of the first episode, and I was immediately fond of her and really excited to see what else she was going to do. I thought she had such a quirky style. I thought she was really beautiful and interesting to look at with her bangs and outfit, and I thought she used her voice in such an adventurous way. I'm sad that I won't see more.
就是他觉得他看第一集娃娃的时候，他觉得她非常的美，然后又很有趣。很会探索自己的声音，然后很敢去唱。那他对于他被人们被淘汰的这件事情是蛮难过的。
老师有关心浪姐这个节目
I've seen some pieces, not this year.
老师会不会想要看一下一些片段，然后评价一下他们的歌声
Would you like me to? Sure. Sure. Do you like this singer?
Not really.
他会做噩梦吗？
This is a joke, yes?
No, it's not a joke. That's serious.
I imagine she's doing this on purpose, though, yes?
No.
他觉得如果这样演说的话，应该是故意的。
The clips that I've seen from this show, the singers are quite hyper polished in production. So I'm kind of curious how this is even happening. But I will say that I think it's very important that the public is exposed to what singers actually sound like. Now, this might not be this singer's very best moment. I don't know. But I do know that we're just human. We're just human. And these things happen sometimes. So no, this was probably, not the best moment for her. But these things happen. These things happen. Is this something viral? I assume people are talking about this?
Yes.
Yes.
It's very famous.
Is it recent?
Yes.
Actually,
that
they are
last week-
actors. They are actors, not really singers.
Oh, well, exactly. So I think it's very brave, you know, to not be a singer, but put yourself out there in a way that, you know, that would be like me going in a play, because I don't do that all the time. So, you know, it's easy to look at this and, you know, make comments, but especially for an actress, I mean, good for her. Good
他
for
觉
her.
得身为演员，然后站出来这样唱歌非常有感，就很像他如果他自己亲自下去演戏的话，他也是。
I imagine, is that why the show challenging her, kind of, even though it's not what she does,
Yes,
or
it's kind of challenge, and it's live show, so they don't have any tone to.
And
Wow.
it's live stream.
Yes.
wow, this is stressful. This is stressful.
We feel so satisfied because we see you in person and doing the reaction.
Yeah, well, it's fun to be here. It's fun to be here. Yeah.
想要问一下徐老师，在评论那些歌手过程中，有没有遇到那些酸民或黑粉来挑战他？
So when you do critiques and when you're doing critiques, is there any, you know, the internet bullies or people on the online that says unnecessary things? And would you
Yes.
do it?
I think I have learned to stay out of that stuff because part of me wants to make sure that I stay focused on how I actually feel, how I actually do my job. I don't want to get pulled into saying something for the sake of quelling some sort of public sentiment. But also, yeah, this is a very tender thing, I think, for any creative or creator. We have to be careful that we care enough about how people are engaging with our craft and with our art, but not so much that we change. So this is something that by now I try and keep some distance from this.
所以他平常会试着把自己不要置身于那些评论里面，但是所以他就是这样子，他才可以好好的专注于他最想做的事情跟他的专业。
So will you avoid to read the reviews?
Of the videos, you mean?
Like if they give you, if the people online give you nasty comments, for example, would you avoid looking at them, or what's your tactic against it? Because it happens to everyone.
Well, luckily, I have J-Kai. So he is there to both receive important feedback as well as protect me from things that are not helpful. And I think any creator would be very lucky to have someone to play that role and protect them but keep them inspired.
就是他有小帮手，就是看的
也不小啊。
大帮手的那个帮助，就是他会帮忙过滤，可能真的是很重要的 feedback 的话，他会帮忙传达给 Rozette 老师。但是同时间那些没必要的酸言酸语的话，也帮他过滤掉。
I think it's important to remember that the spirit of the show is to celebrate artists. And as a singer and vocal coach, I want nothing more than to lift up, elevate, and celebrate all the different voices and sounds out there. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't have some fun with it, but at the end of the day, I deeply respect stepping on that stage, and I deeply respect how vulnerable it is to be an artist. So while we may jest, while we may have fun, everything is rooted in the spirit of gratitude for what I get to do and appreciation for what these artists are doing on our screen and on the stage.
就是他同时间呢，他就是他想要补充说明说，每个人都是站上台，然后把自己表现给大家看，他就是把自己的脆弱一面给大家，把脆弱的一面让大众看到。他觉得这是非常值得庆祝的。那每一个歌手，每个人歌手唱歌的方式啊，跟大家的展现方式都是值得庆祝，然后也欢迎大家的不一样。
想问一下，老师评论过这么多的歌手，有没有最想跟台湾哪一位歌手合作？
So of the critiques, the singers you critiqued, who from Taiwan do you want to work with the most? That you haven't worked with?
Well, Crowd Blue is somebody that I've fallen more and more in love with over the past year, I would say. But there are many singers that I would be deeply honored to step on the stage with. Sorry?
Sorry, you were saying.
I've had a chance in the past few months to study Ling in a way that I hadn't before because I listened to one of her performances repeatedly. So she's a beautiful vocal technician, a beautiful artist. But there are many. There are many.
他先最想要的就是卢广仲，但是最近还有开始研究阿令的歌声，他觉得他声音非常的美丽。
老师，那
I was just going to say, this is slightly off topic, but one of the most interesting parts of the last year or two has been meeting some of these higher profile artists who, when I first saw them, I didn't know how famous they were, or I didn't know their body of work. And then kind of shaking their hand or having the honor of maybe singing with them has been a very interesting dynamic, because I don't even always, when I react to videos, I'm just speaking, like whatever's coming to my mind, I'm just speaking. So the fact that some artists actually end up seeing the videos has been a very interesting experience, and then meeting them on top of that.
他觉得，因为过去他常评论一些歌手，他其实不知道那些歌手的知名度，但他在评比完之后，得到一些就是那些高知名度的歌手，有看到他的影片，然后甚至在亲自见到这些歌手，他觉得是一个非常非常有趣的经验。